Planet Dolan.
From corpses under the bed to boogeymen snatching children, we look at 9 urban legends that turned out to be true. Number 9. Tug of War. Ever heard the urban legend about a game of tug of war that goes awry when some dude's arm gets tugged all the way off? It has actually happened twice. Dislocated I could understand, but no, pulled all the freaking way off. In China, there was a massive game of tug of war with 800 people on each side, and because of the force, the rope snapped. The power of the rope snapping severed 2 men's arms. Both were standing at the front of either team. Luckily, the arms could be surgically reattached. Still, we're officially going to have to change the saying to, "It's all fun and games till someone loses an arm." Number 8. Funhouse Corpse. Ever heard the one about the fake dead body at a carnival that turned out to be not so fake? Well, that's what happened to Elmer McCurdy, an outlaw whose remains were never claimed, so the funeral home put him on display and charged people to come and have a look-see. But some carnival folk claimed the body for display in their funhouse. Years later, a TV crew filming the $6 million man in the funhouse moved McCurdy's body thinking it was just a prop, but one of the arms fell off, revealing the skeleton underneath. The body was finally buried with a layer of concrete on top to stop McCurdy from being put back to work. Number 7. The Green Man. The Green Man was a Pennsylvanian tale about a disfigured, ghoulish figure that wandered the roads at night. As it turned out, this figure was very real, but he wasn't menacing or preying on unsuspecting tourists. Raymond Robinson lost both eyes, nose, an ear, and one arm in an electrical accident when he was a child. The accident caused him to have a green hue. To avoid freaking people out, he would go out at night instead of during the day. He's like the Boo Radley of urban legends, or Shia LaBeouf. He stood out but was totally harmless and just wanted to be left alone. Actually, Shia LaBeouf might not want to be left alone, but we hear he's mostly harmless. Number 6. Black Water. So the taps are releasing torrents of black water, not a dirty brown but black, sour-smelling water. Something rank is in the air and in the water supply. This actually happened at an apartment complex in LA, where residents waited a week before complaining about their blackened and sour-tasting water. Then maintenance goes to check the tanks and finds that a young woman had somehow fallen in and her decomposing body had begun to liquefy. Brutal. Just remember that if you want to avoid contaminated corpse water and paying for a buttload of therapy, get the maintenance guy to check it out ASAP. Number 5. The Body Under the Bed. A couple spend the night in a hotel and something smells rotten, like rotting meat sautéed in 3-day-old milk. Not wanting to cause a fuss, they unfortunately spend the night on top of a rotting corpse. This one has happened so many times across the world, it's ridiculous. Apparently, lots of murderers aren't the type to plan ahead, so they resort to stuffing the body of their victim under the bed or into the mattress. Kudos for the couple for waiting until the next day to complain, though. What a couple of troopers. Though if anything would make you more of a complainy type of consumer, it's this. Number 4. A brain bug infestation. We've all heard the one about a guy who has a bug lay eggs in his skull, eating their way to his brain. When tourist Rochelle Harris came back from Peru, she could hear a persistent scratching noise in her ear that kept getting louder and louder. Eventually she decided I should probably see a doctor, but not until she saw a fly exit her ear. Doctors revealed a nest of flesh-eating maggots burrowed 12 millimeters into her ear canal. Unfortunately, the closest Rochelle got to getting laid on her holiday was having maggots laid in her ear. Better luck next time, Rochelle. Number 3. Cropsey. On Staten Island, the legend of Cropsey was well known amongst children and teens alike. An escaped mental patient snatched children from the streets in the dead of night. For a time, people thought it was just a story conjured up to stop children from playing in abandoned buildings, until one day when a 12-year-old girl went missing and her remains were found near one of Cropsey's campsites. His real name is Andre Rand, and he was actually an ex-employee of the shut-down Staten Island Institute. He was convicted of kidnapping 2 children, but it's suspected that he snatched and murdered many more. Don't worry though, he isn't eligible for parole until 2037. Number 2. Buried alive. Being buried alive used to happen a lot back in the days of early medicine, so much so that the rich and paranoid could be buried in a safety coffin, which allowed the not-so-deceased to ring a bell from 6 feet under. Remember though, these doctors still thought leeches were good for you and had no clue they should be washing their hands after cutting up corpses. This even happened to a woman recently, except that it was her boyfriend that buried her. She used a ring that he'd given her to untie herself. She was just lucky that he'd only buried her in a shallow grave, so she was able to dig her way out. When he finally gets out of jail, maybe he'll have learned how to dig a proper grave. Number 1. Waking up in an ice bath. The old tale goes, you wake up in an unfamiliar bathroom, confused and freezing in a bath filled with ice. You look into a grimy mirror and see some fresh wounds on your back and your kidneys are gone. It's a horror cliche by now, but this totally happened to a guy who woke up missing both of his kidneys. He'd had a meeting with his new bosses, but it turns out they were shopping around for some organs to sell on the very lucrative black market. Poor guy. So the next time your boss tells you to pull your finger out, remember it could be worse. Way worse. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Did you enjoy the video? That's fantastic. Did you know we also have a gaming channel, Collaborative? It's for Planet Dolan. Come look at us as we play some video games.
Like animation? Have some questions about life and the universe you need answered? Come check out Super Planet Dolan. Danger Dolan and I will answer your life questions. Links are down below.